shake the whole planet. Y'all about to shake the whole planet. Y'all about to shake the whole planet. Who are we, Hebrew planet? The bruise waking up, they can't stand it. Hit one more time, more damage. Y'all about to shake the whole planet. Who are we, Hebrew planet? Let the thing sink, Titanic. Hit one more time, more damage. Open up the book, read the cannons. Find us right there, transatlantic. The bruise waking up, they can't stand it. Y'all about to shake the whole planet. Y'all about to shake the whole planet. Who are we, Hebrew planet? About to take over the whole planet. Last one standing.
Shalom, 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 family. I'm Elder Yawitazah of the United Nation of Israel. And, I'm here to talk to you guys today about something that all of you should know about. These are some really perilous times that we're living in right now. And you should be aware of, the situations that are taking place in the world around you. A lot of the information that has come across my desk as being the Minister of Information for the United Nation of Israel, some of the information is definitely a shocker, but it's not surprising. These are things that we have heard about, when it comes down to being spied on, when it comes down to, our information, being utilized without our permission. These type of things that we have talked about and only speculated on. But there is undeniable proof that these type of things are taking place. Some of you out there, you may be, gotten to a conclusion like, you know what, there's just no possible way that we can prove these things, but I'm gonna still talk about it anyway. Well, hopefully this here video will be the video that you can share with your loved ones to let them understand and be aware about the things that's going on that they should be aware about and that they should be outraged about when it comes down to simple privacy. Now, I want to open this conversation up when we are talking about privacy and talking about, just your simple human rights, and I'm going to talk about an interview that was done last night featuring Brother Ronald Dalton. Now, Brother Ronald Dalton is the creator of Hebrews to Negroes. Okay. And this here interview that was done with him, he spoke about the exact thing that I'm telling you all about right now. And it was sad to hear. It was sad to hear that a man that dedicated his time and effort to educate people that, pretty much he was silenced. People being silenced in this way is cruel, for these type of things to be taking place. And so this gentleman here, Hebrews to Negroes, you may remember him. There was a basketball player, Kyrie Irving, that happened to share a link from Amazon to the movie Hebrews to Negroes. And it's Hebrews to Negroes Wake Up, Black America. And unfortunately, after he shared that link, he was pretty much banned from playing basketball until he took that video down and apologized. I don't know if you guys remember this, because it was surprising because I spoke to someone about it and they said, oh, no, he wasn't banned for that. He was banned because he didn't take the vaccination. And I was like, oh, no, this happened after that situation, what I'm telling you about. So, for some reason, many people don't remember this. But, yeah, this happened. And so when this here particular situation took place, that put Brother Ronald Dalton in a vicarious situation, because at that particular point and moment, his life was about to take another change, And so we're going to take a look at a clip from that interview with brother Ronald Dalton, who is a very nice gentleman. I mean, he shared some, just some shocking news with us, but we're not surprised, right? So let's take a look at that. Did that spark? And what sort of response do you think the public will have on the latest documentary project that you got going on right now?
Okay, so when that happened, the Washington Post, CNN, Newsweek, they called me and they said, "How are you able to afford to? How are you able to afford to make these movies?" And they said, "How much did it cost?" And they said, "Who's funding you?" And I said, "No." I said, "Why does that matter?" I said, "I'm not telling you any of this stuff." I said, "They were like, how'd you make the movie?" I said, "A computer, an editing program, and that's it." And they were like, "Huh?" And I said, "A computer, an editing program, and that's it." And he was like, "Oh," and he said, "Are you funded by anybody?" And I said, "No." And then he started your communication with Kyrie and Kanye. I said, "No." He said, "Where do you work?" I said, "It's none of your business." He said, "Where do you live at?" I said, "None of your business." He said, "Where are you at right now?" I said, "None of your business." He said, How much money have you made from the movie? Can you go in your analytics on Amazon and can you tell us just a ballpark figure?" And I said, "It's none of your business. Why?" And he said, "Well," you have to have had a lot of sales because before this happened, you were a no-name filmmaker. Nobody knew about your movie, correct?" And I said, "No, people knew, but not like not like what happened recently." And he said, "Well, can't he just go and look it up real quick?" I said, "No, I'm not." So after Kyrie did that, um, they banned me from YouTube.
Okay, I just want to stop right there. Okay, now for those of you who don't understand, like, how did it progress from one thing to the next thing? I mean, this is crazy. Okay, so the brother shares the link, and then after he shares the link, he got a brother Ronald Dalton getting phone calls. Literally, these people are asking him the most personal questions that can be asked. How much money did you make? Who helped you with this movie? They want to know specifically who was involved with this, right? Because this right here is a intelligence that they're operating, right? It's a co-op mission. You understand? And so a covert mission that they're running. And a lot of people don't understand how these covert missions, operate, right? Because what they need to do is they need to run intelligence, and then they need to be able to take the information that they got and then somehow spin the information to use it against you. You understand? And then there's many people that are working together, on this here. It's just take a couple of phone calls, and then they can easily do what you hear takes place next. What he says that they went and shut down his YouTube channel. And this is a shame. I mean, he's not doing anything violent. He's not making movies showing the denigration of our people. Think about all of the kind of music video that's out there, right? With our people out here making music videos, literally killing each other. You understand? Literally promoting drugs to our people. They got our women. Our women out here with no clothes on. Literally music videos with no clothes on YouTube, showing that to the masses. Like, I mean, I think Megan Thee Stallion, I mean, she pretty much just naked, crawling out of a serpent's mouth in her latest music video. These things are not getting banned. I'm talking about the craziest stuff. Our brother Newbreed, he just did a stream not too long ago with YouTubers literally pretending that they're in prison, doing a whole entire live action, play. I guess I don't even know. They're doing Prison on Ice. I guess that's what's next. Prison on Ice, brought to you by Disney. I mean, what's going on? Why is he getting banned for a movie that's just showing information that you can go to the library to access? You know what I'm saying? So this right here is just a level of madness that is unbelievable. But I want to go ahead and take a look at a little bit more of this.
They banned me from Clubhouse. They at the time I was in I think
Clubhouse. Now, and for those of y'all that have been on Clubhouse, y'all already know people on there are talking crazy, man. I mean, you can go in some of those clubhouses and they're literally having conversations in there on how you can scam people. They literally having conversations in there, how you could, physically hurt people. You understand? Like if you got problems and things like this, like them channels that be talking about, guns and all this kind of stuff. You know how they get in. I don't even want to get into it, but I'm just saying, like, Clubhouse is just, it's foul. It's, what I mean? It's a vile place. I mean, it's certain, I don't even, who goes on Clubhouse anymore? It's crazy. This is crazy.
I was in America and they shut down my air.
Hold on. I just want to make sure I'm back. They shut down this man's Airbnb account. What does Airbnb got to do with anything? You see what's happening here? You see what the mission is they need to silence you, and then they are cutting off your ability to travel. This is a covert mission, a covert objective. I want you to understand that if you are able to control someone's ability to communicate, if you are able to control someone's ability to travel, you see what you have just done. You literally cut them off at the legs. These are tactics that are used in war. I hope y'all understand this. I mean, the first thing that they're going to do when America goes under attack, the first thing that they're going to do is cut off communication. And then the next thing that they're going to do simultaneously is cut off your ability to travel. So a lot of y'all thinking that y'all going to jump out of these smart cities that Elder Newbury talks about and go run to the land, you're not going to be able to hop in no car. You're not going to be able to get on a motorcycle or RV, nothing, because the roads are going to be completely gridlocked. You understand? And it's going to be militias running up and down the roads. You're not going anywhere. You understand? And then after that, what they do is they cut off your access to water and food. You see, these are military tactics that they were using on this brother just to shut him up. And then what's next after that? You understand?
I think I had to get a hotel. And then I told my wife, I said, we're going to have to try to get an account in your name or somebody else's name, because I can't seem to solidify any Airbnb reservations, and they won't tell me why. And then they shut down my GoFundMe, and I didn't know. And they said that for security reasons, they had to shut down my GoFundMe. And so all my GoFundMe campaigns were deactivated. And then what else did they do?
You see that they have control over his GoFundMe. How are they able to do that? How are they able to just shut down this man's GoFundMe? That means whatever money that he raised in there, he wasn't able to gain access to. Isn't this the same thing that they did to Ye? And what did Ye tell y'all? He said, if they do this to me, think about what they're going to be able to do to y'all. He was a billionaire. They did that to a billionaire. And what do you think they could do to y'all? You see, we have given them this power. This is our fault. I just want y'all to know that. This is our fault. We have given them this power. We have given them the magnitude and the fortitude to be able to do everything they're doing. You know why? Because the scriptures highlights the fact that the children of Israel turned their back on their own nation and went to go chase after other nations and their gods. And so what he said is that since you want to do that, I'm going to put you in subjection under these people. I'm going to send a nation against you that you and your forefathers have not known, and you are going to serve them. You're going to serve them now. You're going to serve their gods now, wood and stone. And you understand that these here platforms Whose platforms are they? It's theirs. You understand? This is their platform. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, GoFundMe, Airbnb. Where are our platforms at? That's the question that we need to ask ourselves. All you smart, so-called black tech people out there, where are y'all at? I think it's time for us to start working together to start building our own platform. But I want y'all to understand, it goes beyond building your own platform. Okay? It actually goes into the actual infrastructure of where the platforms are built on. Okay? It's the grid that the platforms are built on. That's something else that we need. You understand? Because if their grid goes down, should our grid go down? No, absolutely not. This just means that we need to take the smartest of our people and say, you know what? We don't want anyone to be able to cut off our communications with each other. We don't want anyone to be able to cut off our ability to be able to buy and sell. You see that? Did they not just cut this brother's ability off of buying? They cut his GoFundMe off. They cut off his ability to make money on YouTube. They cut off his ability to be able to get an Airbnb. You understand? They are in control because it's theirs. It's theirs. You can't really be mad at them because it's theirs. It's just we keep thinking that we are entitled to what belongs to them. You're not entitled to it. You're not. You have to wake up and realize that the longer that we sit back and not do anything for ourselves, that whatever comes of that, that's on you. It's on you. Okay, so when they decide that, you know what, we're not going to allow a specific type of people to use the internet, what are you going to do then? We're not going to allow the specific type of people to use any level of communications because they are a threat. You understand? And I'm talking about the average everyday citizens. Okay? I'm talking about the everyday citizens. What are you going to do? And I'm going to ask you this care question. What do you plan to do about that? Because you know that that's what's coming. Let's go ahead and continue on watching this here.
My book publisher tried to send me some money to Chase, and they told her that she couldn't, and that she had to find another way, and that it was a security reason that she couldn't do a transfer, a bank to bank transfer, and so she says, Ron, I might have to use my personal account and Zelle you the money, because they're telling me I can't do it the normal way that I used to do it. And I don't understand because I've been doing it for years. And they asked my book publisher, they said, what is your relationship to Ronald Dalton? And she said, I'm his book publisher. I've been sending him money like this for years. And they said, oh, okay, well, we can't allow you to send him money because it's a security risk, and that, you're going to have to find another way. I'm sorry.
What? It's a security risk. What is this? What is he? What kind of weaponry does he got? A security risk? A movie? You hear what's going on? A movie is a security risk. That's amazing. Do you see how powerful the truth is? Do you see how powerful we are? That all we need to do is tell the truth through a movie, and now you're a security risk. You're a weapon. You are a weapon. Come on, Israel. Israel is the threat. We are the number one threat. And I'm going to prove that to you as well, that that's what these people actually think about you. Come on now. Let's get it. Let's get it. What else?
Ma'am. And she says, Ronald, I don't understand. Ronald. What's going on? I said, I told her, I don't know, but I was like, well, I'm not going to tell her all this conspiracy type stuff that she might think that I'm crazy because she might say, "Nah, Ryan, you know, Ryan, nah, come on, now, Ryan, nah, Ryan, you know, let's not get ahead of ourselves." So I just said, "Well, you know what? Don't worry about it. Let's just try to do this LA." But since then, I mean, they took the books off of Walmart, Barnes and Nobles, Target. They took the movie off of Vimeo on demand. They took,
and these are the businesses that we still support every day. Isn't that amazing that they show that the truth about you, they can't support that. But you could go and support them, even though they support anything that destroys you. What are we doing? I mean, are we completely under mind control or not? Are we completely brainwashed or not? How is it that a people that you know hate you, that seek to destroy you, that made a covenant against you, that are confederate against you, how is it that you still feel the need to support their economy every single day? I know right now in your mind, you thinking to yourself like, man, he's right, but I don't see no other way. See that right there? That was a part of their mind control, making you believe that there's no other way. See, they got you so dependent on them to the point where even though you know you can't trust them, by your actions, you show that you trust them. And you show that you trust them more than you trust the Almighty Yah, because you are supposed to be made in the Almighty Yah's image. Can't you trust that? Can't you trust that the other way is through you? You are the other way. You are the contingency plan. We should not be supporting them at all. Right? We can't. It's brother or the sister Empress said they can take your money, but can't build you. Right? Sister Day just said exactly. Rebuild over boycotting. I don't believe in a boycott. A boycott means that's you're gonna stick it to the man. You're gonna temporarily hit them where it hurts to show your discomfort for what they're doing to you in their house. No, I believe in leaving. Let's just leave the whole thing. I forget a boycott. Let's just leave the whole thing and go build our own. You understand? Because if I don't like something, if I'm in somebody's house, if I'm in somebody's space and they're mistreating me, you know what I do? I leave. You understand? Man, the comments are coming in like crazy. Make sure y'all like this here video, and make sure if you have not already, please subscribe, because information like this you only gonna get from the real ones. You got brother Breed, Elder New Breed dropping real information to you, and I'm talking about actionable information. You understand? You got brothers like myself within the United Nation of Yisrael. I'm just one, but behind me, there are many brothers. You understand? So we need you. We need you to support your own. Stop supporting Target and Walmart and Amazon and this and that. Let's support our own and let's build with each other. Okay? It says brothers making too many moves for us to give the system implicit trust like that. How do we just trust them with everything? We trust them with everything. You say that you don't trust them with your mouth, but you show it through your actions. You understand? Yeah, boycott means you plan on coming back. That's right. We trying to separate indefinitely. You ain't never got to see me again. You mistreat me, you won't never got to see me again. That's how we moving. That's how we moving. So glad to be catching this live. All praises to be to the Almighty Yah. Hallelujah. Let's get back to this here. What they've done. You should be outraged about this. Nobody should be able to do this to you over a book and a movie. I don't care what's in that book and movie. They shouldn't be able to do this to you. But guess what? It's their house. They could do whatever they want, right?
They took a lot of stuff off. That was Hebrews to Negroes interviews that I did with other people. They took the videos down.
But it's still up on Amazon, right?
It's still on Amazon, but a lot of the interviews that I've been doing in the past with people, they've been having they've been getting community guideline violations and video takedowns, and sometimes even a whole channel takedown. Your whole channel will be deleted because you interviewed Ron Dalton. So
you hear that? I just want y'all to hear that. They will even punish somebody that interviews this man. You understand? Do you understand why I say that you need to watch this before they delete it? Do you know that there's brothers on the front lines literally fighting for you so that your truth can't be silenced? And the simple things that we ask our people to do is simply go to newbreed.love, subscribe, so that we could be able to communicate with you in a time where they try to ban us, and in a time where they try to close our mouths, silence us through their covert missions. Do you understand when you one day that you may come to YouTube and you may not see New Breed anymore? You may not see Mark the Messenger anymore. You may not see these brothers no more. Do y'all realize that? I mean, let alone that, you know, somebody like Ronald Dalton here, let alone that they could literally just try to take your life. See, this is the reason why we're asking people here, don't just come here and just look at this as entertainment. Yeah, I get it. We got the lights and, you know what I'm saying? You got to make it attractive so people could just hear you out. But for real, forget all these lights and the graphics and all that. Listen to what's being said, family. They completely muted this man, and then they will turn around and shut down other YouTubers for even interviewing them. That interview that was done, you can go over to Hebrew Planet and watch that full interview of this. You can go over to Yahweh Gather Us, United Nation of Israel on YouTube, and you can watch the full interview there. You can go to Yahweh Gather Us on the website, and you can even go to newbreed.love website and watch the full interview there. Because you know why? Because we on his website, we can control what's going on that platform to a certain extent. But we can't control what they do here. YouTube can ban you for no reason. They could do whatever they want to do. You know why? Because it's theirs. I bet you if you had a platform and somebody's saying something that you don't like, would you ban them? Yeah, of course. Peace. You out in the heartbeat. So you can't be shocked and surprised. Like, I mean, it is shocking, but you shouldn't be surprised.
But that's not everybody. That's certain cases. I don't know how they determine what they allow, what they don't allow. But
well, we know what we're gonna need to do over here. You know, for these channels. But yeah, so I'm gonna stop that right there, okay? Because this here is just the tip of the iceberg. You see what they doing to this one man. You know what you're gonna need to understand that was easy. See, that was easy for them. That was like, you know, you go into an app and just clicking a button and then bye-bye Ronald Dalton. That was easy for them. Oh, but they're doing things that has a certain level of sophistication that the children of Israel have not even tapped into yet. You see, because we're too busy tapping into their platforms, and what they're doing is that they're creating infrastructure and systems to run circles around you. They're controlling your whole life, and you don't even know it. See, that's the best part about their level of control, that they can control you, and you think that somehow you're in control. You see? Oh man, we just scratching the tip of the iceberg here. Let's go into a really interesting piece of information that that I had came across, and this here has been circulating over the internet, you know, for some time, but it's just because of, you know, what's been happening in recent days, you know, with the war and all these type of things, that this here video has resurfaced. And the Deja Network, if you haven't been following Sister Deja on Instagram, you definitely need to. She's been covering a lot of these different things that's taking place. You definitely need to tap in with the Deja Network on Instagram in particular, because she does a couple of reels that covers things like this. But she did cover a video that had been circulating from, I believe, back in 2017, with a woman that said that the biggest threat or the biggest problem are the young Black people, right? Now, some of you may have heard this, but remember what they said about Ronald Dalton, right? They said that they can't, his money, he's not allowed to receive any money, and his GoFundMe was shut down because it's seen as a security risk, a threat. Okay. Let me show you what they think about you, really. And this is fair use. Fair use.
The major problem of Israel is with the young generation of the Black community. Black Lives Matter starts there.
Can we run that back? Can we run that back? I mean, wow. What did we do? What did we do? I mean, I'm confused. See, this right here, you want to know why it's confusing hearing something like this? It's because it's a form of manipulation. This is called gaslighting. This is what manipulators do in order to control you. You understand? And then you're going to hear as we move on that they actually take action to continue their control through manipulation. You see, this is the reason why we need our own stuff, because this is crazy. This is crazy. We don't have a military. We haven't attacked anybody. We may have burnt down a couple of CVS's and stores, corner stores, but good grief, we're the biggest threat. Let's hear this again. Did I hear it right?
The major problem of Israel is with the young generation of the Black community.
Yeah, we heard that right. We're the major problem. Us. Yo, yes, please get them likes up. Because you're a major problem. Give yourself a hand, family. Give yourself a hand. You all are the major problem. You see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? That it's from little things. The little things that we do. The little bit of time that we took to unify with each other and to have a unified message. Oh, we're the major problem. What happens if we completely unify? Oh, man. Wow. Okay.
Black Lives Matter starts there.
That's where it starts. That's where Black Lives Matter start. You hear that?
I had last week a sit-down dinner at my house with 40 people, which are considered the leadership of the Black community.
Okay. The plot thickens. Remember, I told you, we're going to get into it today. I mean, don't move a muscle. Y'all go and sit right here and listen to this, man. Because I need y'all to see. And I need y'all to share this, John, too. Whoever y'all could take this here link right now and share it with, they need to see this. I'm telling you, because this is just mind-blowing. She took 40 people that she considered to be the leadership of the Black community. Who do you think those 40 people were? Who do you think that they were? Yeah, man. Go ahead, make a list. Make a list, man. I don't even have to say no names. Y'all literally just probably went through 20 right off top of your head. Throw them in the chat if you like. Put the names in the chat. Who you think some of those 40 people were? And I want to hear, what did she say to these 40 people?
And very important people.
Many very important people, she
They
said.
can be part of our doing an activity.
Wow. So those 40 people can be part of doing their agenda. You see what our people do? You see what our people do for money? Oh yeah. You see what our people do? Those 40 people? Those 40 people are doing this for money. For money. I mean, there is a profession out there where you would sell out and do specific things for money. I wonder what that job is, like shaking your ass. See, we got 40 people that's supposed to be the leaders in for Black America. What they doing? Shaking their ass for some money. Yeah. We gotta see. Who was those 40 people that are being used by these individuals here?
Dr. Clarence B. Jones, who wrote the draft speech for Martin Luther King, I Have a Dream. He was his lawyer, he was his close friend. He's somebody that I reached out to. He became a very close and personal friend.
So they said they somehow got the dude that helped Martin Luther King write his speech. They done went and got him. Like, come on, y'all. Y'all see this here? This dude is the Israeli consulate general in San Francisco.
3 articles in the Huffington Post explaining why their agenda was hijacked.
Yeah. I mean, look, articles going out. I'm just skipping through this here.
The venue's management said it didn't approve of the movement's stance on Israel. Tony was told by his boss, Eric, that the Israel Project was behind the decision.
I don't know if you saw, but this club, ditched a Black Lives Matter event.
You see that? You see, they had a club ditch a whole entire event. Come on, man. See, this is, again, this just scratching the surface. We just scratching the surface, because if you think that what you just heard was a mess, I want y'all to know what the source of this particular video is. Oh, I did some digging. I did some investigation. I mean, this is the Ministry of Information. And I did some digging. I did some digging because I needed to figure out what was the source of this particular video. Okay. And this, again, if you don't know what we're talking about, we are talking about the powers that be that utilize their whatever power they have to be able to completely shut you up, to completely shut up the children of Israel, to suppress the truth. Right? They're using exhausting every bit of whatever they have to be able to shut you down. And they are doing covert missions. I'm talking military style missions, intelligence ops, to go in and pretty much do a level of COINTELPRO within our people in our community. This is what they're doing. There's a lot of brothers and sisters out there right now that's been reporting that, you know what, I feel as though that I'm being gang stalked. You onto something. Because from what I'm showing y'all right now, this is proof that these people are doing co-op intelligence missions right now. Covert, excuse me. Yeah, y'all gotta start waking up to the reality that as long as you're going to be utilizing their platforms, as long as you're going to be living within their communities, as long as you're going to be eating their food, as long as you're going to be participating in their programs, you got to understand that they are the ones are in control. They're not going to just hand over that control to you. It belongs to them. They can do to you whatever they want to do. And they're actually being nice about it at this point. because I mean, instead of them just doing little sneaky stuff behind the scenes, they could just come and take you out if they like. You understand? It's theirs. We need our own. That's what this is about. And we have our own. We have our own to some limitations. We've been telling everyone here, go to newbreed.love. And everybody has here on New Breed Greenlight News. Y'all the real ones, because I'm sure Elder New Breed told y'all, I need y'all to go subscribe to New Breed Greenlight News. And y'all came over here and did that. So I'm pretty sure everybody in here, we got over 74 people in here. I'm pretty sure everybody in here is already on newbreed.love. That's our own platform. We got our own social media over there. Like, we have our own currency. You understand? We have our own there. You can go to United Nation of Israel, Yawitazah.us. We have our own identification there. We have our own nation there. Your constitutions, your proclamations, your declarations, we have all of that there so that you could pull away from this system and society. But we're not done. We're not done. I want y'all to see what was the source of this here video, over here, this video right here that we watching. I want y'all to see what the source of this is. This here came from a Aljazeera. Aljazeera, some of you may know what Aljazeera News is. Aljazeera produced this, and this was this particular documentary. Man, I'm trying to think of the name of this here documentary. Hold on one moment. I'm going to get you all the name of this here documentary. It's called The Lobby. It's called The Lobby. And I'm going to actually share my screen so that you all can see. Okay. When it came out, the particular one is called The Lobby USA. Okay. They had another one that they did before the USA one. They did it in somewhere in Europe. At any rate, you could find the episodes on YouTube. Okay. And that's where we're actually going to be taking a look at. Oh no, we don't need any ads. We're actually going to be taking a look at some of these here clips. And I'm going to just stop sharing that too. We're going to take a look at some of the clips from this here documentary right now. Let's take a look.
At the same time, Aljazeera had been running a second undercover operation. Some of our reporters' covert filming was included in the first series of The Lobby. His identity became known.
Fair use.
Tony had spent 5 months inside the pro-Israel lobby in the United States. He'd impressed colleagues with his understanding of the Middle East.
You have the resourcefulness and the depth, to sort of think strategically.
So Aljazeera, this is cool, right? Aljazeera took this dude and they put him within these here groups of people that are doing these things against any and everybody that they want. And they used him to spy on them. Aljazeera dope for that. Yo, I gotta give a big shout out to Aljazeera for doing some COINTELPRO on them, on the COINTELPROers. You understand? Like, I gotta respect that. And my whole thing is like, when are we gonna start pulling together and creating our own intelligence as a nation of people? You see, the reason why Aljazeera is doing this, I need y'all to understand, is because Aljazeera, of course, is a platform that is dedicated to the Middle East, the Islamic people, right? And obviously, they needed to do this because they were under some level of attack. And throughout this documentary, you will see that it started out in some colleges. These particular attacks on groups of people, in particular Palestinians. They were the primary target of a lot of this stuff. And so, at any rate, let's go ahead and check out what took place when Aljazeera, went and did this investigation.
About this, whereas most people aren't able to do that.
A prominent Jewish online magazine described Tony as the perfect gentleman who became one of the town's best-liked Zionist activists.
You did amazing work here. The guys don't stop talking about you. They still talk about you.
Tony threw elaborate parties, and apparently anyone interested in telling a story about sinister Israeli influence in America.
All right, so all of this,
The role of
all of this is just telling you about the guy that they sent in to do the job, okay? So let's keep going.
In the new edition of The Lobby, we investigate the role of pro-Israel advocacy groups in this country in the first of a 4-part series, how the lobby is being drawn into Israel's covert campaign to spy on American citizens.
I told you it gets deeper. You see that? It's not just us. See, you see, they're spying on American citizens. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And this here documentary wasn't supposed to get out. I just want to let y'all know that when I had to really do some digging to figure out where this clip came from with this woman saying that we were the biggest threat. And when I did the research, a lot of people were saying that that you can't get the original video because Aljazeera was threatened to not release it. But I come to find out they did end up releasing all 4 episodes of this. Fair use.
Using an undercover reporter, Aljazeera's investigative unit infiltrates one of the most powerful lobbies in the world.
Getting $38 billion in security aid to Israel matters, which is what AIPAC just did.
We examine how the lobby, led by AIPAC, the American Israel Public Affairs Committee, has secured unwavering support in Congress.
You see what they're doing? See, they're even trying to control Congress as well. You understand? So that means if you wondering why there's no laws being passed for you to protect you, now you understand why.
Congressmen don't do anything unless you pressure them. And the only way to do that is with money.
You see that? They use their money to control Congress. And I mean, this is outside of the United States that they're able to do this. You understand? And I want y'all to understand something, that with them having this level of power and they have come to attack us as well, you got to understand, like, what have you done to defend yourself in all of this here? You've done nothing. You're a sitting duck. You're basically like a target. You know, like when you go to the circus and there's that dude that sit up there, you got to throw the baseball to dunk him in. That's us. We just literally sitting there just waiting for people to hit us, and there's nothing that you could do because we have done nothing to combat any of this. We've done nothing.
What the lobby is all about is to make sure that Israel gets special treatment from the United States forever.
Come on, let's check out this
government working on foreign soil.
They say they're a different government working on foreign soil. What's the foreign soil that they're working on? Here in the United States. You see, it's another government that is working here in the United States to spy on you. Come on, yo.
And we have
and don't forget who they said the biggest threat is. You see, children of Israel, do you see why you need to actively start working on building your own? This is not a game, yo. This is not a game.
To be very, very cautious. We have 3 different sub-campaigns which are very, very sensitive regarding data gathering, information analysis, working on.
They're doing data gathering, information analysis. Whose information are they gathering and analyzing? Yours. Y'all using all of their platforms. I told you through the investigation that I had to do. This is not all that I'm going to show you today. I got something else to show you. This is going to blow your mind. Who information are they gathering you and analyzing? Is yours. You're the biggest threat. So the question is, why are you still using their platforms? Why is it if you really truly care about the influencers, the YouTubers that you are subscribed to, if you really truly cared about them, go subscribe to them on their platform. Like right now, we got 71 people in here right now. Go subscribe to newbreed.love family. Stop waiting around. Stop waiting around. They're collecting data on you. We have our own app on newbreed.love. You don't have to use Instagram. You don't have to use Facebook. You don't have to use WhatsApp that's owned by Facebook. You got to wake up, family. This is not a game, man. There's people out here ready to hurt you. They're using your information. Don't you understand what they could do to your information? Don't you understand what they could do with your likeness? Oh, they can really they can have you put in jail forever. You understand? Make it look like that you was somewhere doing something and you was at home, but they got you on camera doing it with the new AI technology that they got. Open your eyes, family. It's time to get away from these platforms. We have our own. Stop supporting them. Come on, let's keep on watching.
Activist organization, money trail.
They working on activist organizations. They doing money trails.
This is something that only a country with its resources can do the best.
Come on. You see who she is. She was speaking to a gathering of pro in Washington.
But if we want to win, we have to change our ways. We have to think differently. And
I'm going to say that same thing to you all. If you want to win, you have to think differently. You have to change your ways, family. You see how they're moving? I'm going to tell you right now, us as a people, we very visual. You know what I'm saying? Visceral, meaning that we are in the moment. You got to feel it. Okay? So if you walk into a room and somebody is eyeing you, right? And you seeing little movements, even that movement that I'm doing right now, is somebody about to pull out a strap, somebody about to hit you. What are you doing? You got to start moving smart too. Do you see what they're doing? Do you see the hidden hand now? I'm showing it to you. Aljazeera literally just blew the whole top off. The jig is up. Come on.
this is waging a holistic campaign against the other side.
You the other side for them. You the other side. Come on, man. A holistic campaign. Yeah. We know what kind of holistic campaigns they talking about. Come on.
Take him out of his comfort zone. Make him be on the defensive.
Israel is involved in a secretive influence campaign.
They said make you be on the defensive. Take you out your comfort zone and make you be on the defensive. You see that? This is what they're doing.
Aim is to discredit its challengers in the West.
So the aim is to discredit you. You see what I'm saying? Didn't they not do that to our brother Ronald Dalton? They completely discredit him where he can't even explain himself and say, hey, I'm a targeted individual and they're doing this because they don't like the movie that I put out. That's why you're not able to send money over to me. It's because the first thing somebody going to think, they're going to discredit you. Oh, no, you just being crazy. No, that's not what's happening. You see, who's creating that dialogue? Oh, we're going to get into that. The talking points, the dialogue that people are just brainwashed to use. Somebody wrote that. Somebody coded you to say the things that you say. Don't even know it, though. I'm going to show it to you, though.
In the Air Force, when you want to win, you have to have aerial superiority. If you want to win a campaign, you must have information superiority.
Woo! Come on with it. You see, she said if you want to win, a campaign is what they're calling it. No, this right here is an attack. This is an attack. They're calling it a campaign, though. So don't get it twisted like with the words. Just understand they will switch a word for another word, and I'm gonna prove that to you as well.
And this is exactly the added value Israel capabilities, technological and otherwise, we can bring to the game, and we are working on that very hard.
In the United States, the lobby is working with Israel to spy on American citizens.
We're giving them data. For example, one day, Sima's deputy sending me a photo.
Okay, I'm gonna skip past this part, but you saw quickly the photo that was given. Okay, they got that photo from WhatsApp. You know what? Matter of fact, we're gonna run it back. We're gonna run it back because I need you to see where they got the photo from. They're using spy data, spy bots. In the chat rooms, your WhatsApp chat, they using this stuff everywhere. Look, ain't nothing you could do. It's already
with
out.
Israel to spy on American citizens.
We're giving them data. For example, one day, Sima's deputy sending me a photo.
He said, "We're giving them the data." Understand what you're hearing here. They are giving these people data on you. Look, pay attention.
Just a photo in WhatsApp.
A photo from, he said, just a photo on WhatsApp.
Boycott Israel on a billboard.
You see that? They sent that photo over. They was eavesdropping on somebody's WhatsApp chat. They was eavesdropping, and that photo came up, and they was eavesdropping, and they sent that to the government from the other side. You understand who I'm talking about? Come on, y'all. Wake up.
Our systems and analysts could find the exact organization, people, and even their names where they live.
Yo, is we cracking the code over here or what? Is we decoding the whole thing or what? Everybody that's been talking about they getting gang stalked, what's up? What's up? We over here showing it to you, the hidden hand. The whole time, it's people sitting just like this, doing this, harassing you. They got your address. They got your name. They got the places where you go, the places you frequent. You understand? They know what you eat. You know why? Because you keep using all their stuff. Duh. That's what this should have been called. Duh. That's what this should have been called. If you keep using their stuff, of course they can do this. I don't care how dark it is in your house. I don't care how dark it is in your house. You know where everything is at. And if you hear a sound in your house, you know exactly where it's at. You see, this is their house. They know exactly what to do. Time to wake up, family. Stop using their stuff. Again, I'm going to say it again, because I know it's people in here that still have not went over to newbreed.love and subscribed. And I'm just wondering what you waiting on. I'm really wondering that. What are y'all waiting on? I mean, how many times do we got to say it? How many different ways? Is this just entertainment for you? Is it, family? Because if that's all it is, then cool, I get it. Go to newbreed.love, family. This is not the only platform. This is just one of many platforms. Look, we got our own social media right here. You can go to it right now. There's brothers and sisters in there waiting on you. We can start streaming from our own platform. New Breed can stream from his website right here. Pretty soon, you're not going to see us on YouTube. I'm going to tell y'all that. This is just facts. This is just facts when I'm telling you. You're not going to see us on YouTube. You're going to see us over here on our own platforms. If you really care about us, you would just come on over here. You see, but you showing what you really care about, the longer you sit back and you not tap in with your family. You showing who you really care about. You understand? That's called Stockholm Syndrome.
We gave it back to the ministry. I have no idea what we did with this. But in fact, 3 days later, there were no billboards.
Shoot, shut them down like that. Listen to this.
We use all sorts of technology. We use corporate level enterprise.
Woo! Come on. Yo, Aljazeera did they thing, man. Fair use. Fair use. This is a reaction. Fair use, man. They did their thing. They recording these people saying this stuff. So remember that dude in the beginning of the video? And if you missed it, you need to go back and watch this. Share this video, family. Come on, New Breed Green Light. We the light. Be the light. Be the light, family. Show people. He says we use all sorts of technology. We use corporate level, enterprise grade. What?
Grade social media intelligence software.
They're using social media intelligence software. Come on.
Almost all of this happens on social media. So we have custom algorithms and formulae.
I just want to laugh, man. Like at this point, if you not woke up from this here yet, I don't know what's going to wake you up, man. Like you hear what he said? He said they're using software with custom algorithms and formula to do what? To spy on you. They're using the highest level of technology, is what he said. Corporate level. To do what? To spy on you.
That acquire the stuff immediately.
It says it acquires your information immediately. Automated. Watch this. Look at these young dudes. They just young dudes. They young dudes. They just smart. They know how to use technology. Where y'all at though? I need my brothers that know how to use technology. Okay, hold up. We got our bro in here. We got our brother in here, brother New Breed. Hold up. We're gonna have to add brother New Breed to the stage real quick. Shalom, my brother.
Hey, shalom, brother. Shalom. Man, this is a powerful broadcast, very enlightening. I mean, brother,
hallelujah.
That video you're reacting to that brought out a government within a government, that's gang stalking 101. You know, they live by a different set of rules. You know, we really need to educate ourselves on the cabal, because that's really what it boils down to. And you're in an information war, and they trying to control the narrative, people. So everything that Elder Yawitazah is saying is just 100% on point. It's getting real. It's already real. And like you said, Elder, the fact that we're using their platforms and their applications, it's just gathering data. That's all it is. They study us. They prick and prod. Y'all know for years we've been discussing gang stalking and targeted individuals. I mean, the lid just got blown off because that lady, she said, listen, she told you exactly who it is. It's these awakening Israelites. And that's who's being targeted. That's who's being experimented on. And we got to do something about it. We can't just sit back and complain and murmur. There's a lot of people that reach out to us daily talking about gang stalking, the program, what's going on in their everyday life, living in certain communities, how if you go outside, your neighbors are outside. If you know you get on the grocery store, they're following you around there, they're following you around here. You're not meant to be comfortable here. You're meant to be experimented on. You're meant to be ostracized pretty much, because the Most High has his hands in it as well, because he wants you to desire your own. You're not supposed to feel comfortable in the land of your captors. That's not what we're designated for. That's not what the Most High put us here for. So all you chosen ones out here that's getting this powerful enlightenment from Elder Yawitazah, you got to understand, instead of sitting back, complaining, talking about what's going on, now we got to go on an ascension phase. Now we got to begin to strategize and mobilize. That's the only solution for gang stalking is community. And I challenge anyone who speaks on the topic of targeted individuals, organized mobbing, gang stalking, the surveillance state, the cabal, the government within I challenge you all to come up with a better solution than us walking off the plantation where we're being scrutinized and watched and getting our own. I mean, there is no other solution. So and I also want to say to anybody watching anybody else who is fear mongering, telling you what's going on, but not giving you solution, because that's real fear mongering.
That's right.
When people are out there telling you, oh man, they're watching the gang stalking, this, that, and the third. It's very true. But if they're not offering you solution, then what are they doing? if they're not telling you what footprint or trail to walk on, then essentially they're leaving you in your lower self. They're leaving you in fear. It's nothing to be afraid of because the Most High has protected us. There's certain spiritual laws they can't cross. They would love to just take us out, roll up on us, and just off us. Some of you have been through things that you might not even know. Some of you all been poisoned. All kind of things have taken place, and the Lord has preserved your life and made sure no harm came to you. But grace is, listen, should we continue in sin that grace may abound? Listen, living in this society is a sin, because living a part of this Babylonian system, you're partaking in their sins. We're supposed to be the head and not the tail. We're supposed to be building our own. Men are supposed to be men. Women are supposed to be women. That's not what's happening in the Babylonian system. It rubs off on you so much that it becomes normal to live in. You're literally living in sin. Why? Because the men aren't doing what they're supposed to do. It ain't about legacy, dynasty, family. A man is not tilling to his own business like the scriptures tell us. So therefore, you're in bondage. They're going to keep you there, and they're going to, as much power as you give them, they're going to take. But I don't want to interrupt the show because you're still reacting to this video, and
you ain't interrupting. We could react to this together, because I'm telling you that what else we are about to see right now is like, yo, like we've been talking about it, but the whole thing has been exposed. So let's go ahead and check out the rest of this here video.
In terms of like information sharing, we did add the Ministry of Strategic Affairs to our operations and intelligence brief, which kind of goes back to how do we get information about what's going on in American college campuses.
You see that? You see, they're even going into your college campuses. I mean, see, this is child's play for them. You see, they are raised up to understand not only how to manipulate things through the internet, but they're literally raised to build the platforms so that they can spy on you. You understand what I'm saying? They literally build this. They know what you like because they control you. You're under mind control. This is the reason why if brothers and sisters come out and say, hey, we got our own platform, why don't y'all go over there and subscribe? This is the reason why people don't, because they're under mind control. You don't understand that these people have been studying you since you got here. So they know what you like. They know what's going to get you moving. They know what's going to get you ticking. They know what's going to get you talking. You understand? Right. They know you. And this is the reason why them hitting the college campus, that's no problem. That's that's easy. You saw in the beginning of this video, they were hitting the polls. They were hitting Congress. They know how to manipulate you. And so if you understand that this is what they know how to do, doesn't it make sense for you to back away from it? I mean, how much ass whooping do you need before you say, hey, let me fall back. Let me stop. You see what I'm saying? Like Breed, like this right here is crazy because there is literally the whole thing that everybody's been talking about. This came out, bro, over 5 years ago.
Wow.
Why? I mean, it's been on YouTube this whole time. Nobody's seen it.
Right. And it's being highlighted now because of that war, and a lot of questions are going into play about who's who in the world. And one-on-ones, no. And it's interesting that it's talking about how they evade college campuses, because anybody who ever attended any college, I don't care if it's community college or university or whatever the case is, you know that these colleges are a cesspool for agents and perpetrators. You have the you have the fraternal order there. It actually starts there. A lot of people are being studied in college. For those who don't know, like, it's not just the most intelligent, people that make it out of college. No, it has to be some type of fraternal order, a brotherhood, a sisterhood. And that's a lot of times where it starts, in these college campuses where they're literally studying those who are righteous. So a lot of you brothers and sisters, you might have tried to go to college and just couldn't fit in because of that reason, that you were chosen by the Most High. Some of you all, even in high school, junior high school. They were keeping those dossiers on you. They was keeping those records on you the whole entire time. And based on a lot of the ways we answer questions, multiple choice questions and things of that nature, they're studying our brain. They're studying how we think, you know, what type of deductive reasoning skills we have, how we operate alone or with others. Like, these are all the things that the beast system is all about.
And you know that they study based off of third grader test scores. They know how many people they're going to have in prison. It's called the school to prison pipeline. This is common everyday information that you can get out there. Go to the internet right now and search based on third grader test scores. They know how many people they're going to have in prison. I mean, it's amazing. This is how deep this rabbit hole goes. You see, and so the question is, why are you still sending your kids to their schools? Why you not able to make sure that you have a community enough so that your child won't have to go to their schools? You understand? These are the things that's really important. But let's continue on watching.
Generally within about 30 seconds or less of one of these things popping up on campus, whether it's a Facebook event, whether it's the right kind of mention on Twitter, the system picks it up, it goes into a queue and alerts our researchers, and they evaluate it, they tag it, and if it rises to a certain level, we issue early warning alerts to our partners.
Wow. They're getting,
I mean, you got damn Dexter's over here. You know what I'm saying? They got Dexter Laboratory, literally. Like, could you imagine, like, your enemy is Dexter? What you gonna do? In Dexter's laboratory, he's the smartest boy you ever seen, and he's blowing your community to smithereens. Like, I mean, wake up, people. This is crazy.
And then you got to understand too, man, it's a double-edged sword with this stuff. Not only are they getting alerts from a central hub or some type of module with a computer, some geek is sitting back there watching what you got going on, but they're also putting subliminal messages out too. Let's say hypothetically, you don't frequent a site that you used to frequent. They'll try to find ways to subvertly give you the same ads, and you gotta, like, these people are demonic too, man. So they're witches. They'll try to put subconscious thoughts in your head based on advertisements. Like, if you look from phone to phone, people get different ads. It ain't like every phone gets the same advertisement. So you gotta shield your eye gates, ladies and gentlemen. Be careful what you're watching in general, because not only they collecting data, but they're putting thoughts in your head as well. So it's like it's a two-way mirror, if you will. It's like they're collecting data, but they're trying to impose psychological warfare, mind control to a degree too. So they can not only try to dictate what you do, but actually provoke, like the video said earlier. They're masters at provoking you to do certain things. It's witchcraft.
It's absolutely. I mean, it's absolutely absolute mind control. There's not even like a shadow of a doubt about that. They are manipulating you to do whatever it is that they want you to do. And this here level of mind control, I mean, this right here is tantamount to possession. Okay, that's what it's tantamount to. So you see people out they just start bugging out. You like, yo, what you doing? You know, you see somebody, you in a supermarket, a person just start tweaking and start attacking you. What's going on? It's like everybody was talking about MK Ultra for a while. You understand? And the whole thing with this MK Ultra thing, you keep thinking that it's just some isolated incidents. Right. You keep thinking that it's just some individuals that they have their finger on under control. No, most of America is under MK Ultra. Do y'all understand that? I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to prove it to you through some more videos that certain people here in the United States are under MK Ultra, under complete control from a dialogue, and they're being coded. It's like they're being coded. Possession. Okay, I'm going to prove it to you. Let's finish watching this here. Got a little bit more to go, family.
They operate through subterfuge And they walk a very thin line between the legal and illegal in what they do in order to gather information and to smear their opponents and just ultimately destroy them.
So, oh man, now this not the end, but you see, this is what why they want to do it, because to destroy you. And that, like they say, like he said, they're doing things that are pretty much illegal for them to do, but they figured out a way around it. They got those loopholes, just like what they do any other time anyway. But let's finish this one out. Hold on.
In order to understand how the pro-Israel lobby operates, you have to literally be a fly on the wall. If you can't obtain information publicly, you should try to get into the room through other means.
Our undercover reporter, Tony, is British and Jewish and had recently graduated from the University of Oxford. He wrote articles and presented himself as a strong...
Look, this is Aljazeera spy, y'all. Look, they funny for this one, man. Aljazeera did they thing, man. Thank you,
Aljazeera of Israel. In Washington, he attended a course on the Israel-Palestine conflict.
אתה צריך לעשות את זה עם הרבה מאוד עמימות. זה לא גוף צבאי היררכי שאם הרגנו את X, אז כל הגוף מתחתיו לא פועל.
You see the plans?
Jewish organizations in the diaspora.
Absolutely.
Wow.
It's a psychological campaign involving spying and smears.
You discredit the messenger as a way of discrediting the message.
Whoa, does that not seem familiar to y'all? That just to discredit the messenger as a way to discrediting the message, even if the message is the truth. You see, this is what they're doing. This is coming out of their mouth.
Right.
This is coming out of their mouth. The training tactics.
Yep. And they understand people, if they can get the messenger into some type of disarray, then people going to throw the message out. That's just how most people are, and that's why we can't be respecter of persons. When somebody is speaking the truth, it's the truth. Don't matter where it's coming from, because these people have the power to shut down, like you said earlier, they shut down Ye. They shut down Mr. Ronald Dalton Jr. Like, these are the things that they're able to do, man. So you definitely got to take the word and let it live in you, man, and spread the word. Do what you got to do to support the word. Absolutely.
Hey, this right here, I'm about to show y'all one more thing. Well, a few more things, but it's all in one thought. But this right here, what was just said right here about them discrediting individuals, right? I want to show y'all something in just a moment.
Just stay on message. And what is that message?
She said, just stay on the message. And she said, she's training people. She said, what is the message? Listen to what she says.
BDS is a hate.
So they're right now targeting a group called BDS. And they're saying that what you need to say, just stick to this. They are a hate movement. Who else do they call a hate movement? Who else are they calling a hate group? Well, let's take a look at an incident that took place. Okay. And speaking about the mind control that they have people under, you see, they have ways of getting you to attack each other. You see, they got their enemies, the people that they hate. Remember, they hate you. They said that you are the biggest threat, right? And because they hate you, they got a lot of enemies, right? That BDS group, that those are people that are Palestinians, right? So let's just think about it. Let's think about Dexter sitting in his laboratory like, how can I get both of my enemies to fight against each other? Didn't we see that? Well, let's check it out. Let's check it out.
Israel, we getting ready to march and converge on the camp spot.
Remember this?
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. I need this thing to play. I need this thing to play. Wasn't this the Israelites and the Palestinians fighting in the street and everybody wondering what's going on? Why are they fighting? This don't even make sense. Are we not both of the enemies of these people that are doing COINTELPRO operatives on us? They are smarter. The reason why they're smarter is because they unify and band together. See, but the unity is starting right here. You see what the brothers is doing? They waving that flag in unification. Brothers is waking up. Are you waking up and realizing that it's time to step away from their platforms? It's time to step away from their communities. It's time to step away from their systems, right? Wake up to that, right? And what you could do again, go to yahwehgather.us, go to newbreed.love. This is the start. This is the start. It's happening now. Because if you don't, then what you are doing is just subjugating yourself to their continued attacks. Now, I want to show you this here final thing. Okay, this here is a handbook that they circulate to their people. Okay, it's called Israel Project's 2009 Global Language Dictionary, and I just want to go to the glossary of this here. And it's just basically teaching people talking points on specifically what to say in any case scenario. Okay. That's what they're doing. They're programming people to think a certain way and to speak on matters a certain way. Like your some people's they beloved Barack Obama, right? You think that he was for you? Oh no, he was a trained puppet. And here's the proof, right? Here it is right here. It says, lessons to learn from President Obama's language, right? It says, we present our first ever analysis of a specific American politician language in the history of our work for you, because President Obama is completely reshaping the American public discussion on issues in the Middle East. And he is doing with the same language. He is doing it with the same language we've been recommending you to use for years. You see, who gave him the language to utilize? Was he a part of the 40 people that they talked about? Okay, it's time for you to open your eyes, people, right? Let's go back to page 84 of this, and let's see the kind of talking points that they utilize to push their agendas. Okay. When we go back to page 84, this is the headline of this is talking about children and the culture of hate. Talking about children and a culture of hate, right? In this here, it says, they have a quote. It says, what makes a country so desperate that they would send their own children to die? And what choice do they have? What choice do they have, right? And so what they do is it opens up by saying the children are where the next great language. I can't really see it because it's small on my screen. I'm just going to switch views really quick. Okay, that just made it smaller. Hold on a second. I can't even zoom into this thing here. I'm gonna get to what is in bold. Okay, it says words that do not work. Okay, it says in a few hours Israel will wake up to a new morning of funerals of babies, our innocent mothers and fathers, and this is what we face right now. Now this is saying don't say it like this. Okay, the reason why they saying for you not to say it like this, they say, and why did the words above not work? To the public, it sounded like Israelis believed that their babies were worth more than the Palestinian babies they had killed for whatever reason throughout their occupation. That's why you need to appeal to all mothers and fathers on behalf of all children in the Middle East. It's also seemed forced and fake. They're programming one another. They saying you need to appear more human. Okay, if you say it like this, you don't seem as human. You must not be as robotic. Okay, utilize these words instead. What are the words they want you to utilize? Words that work. Let me talk about, this is what they're saying that you should say instead. Let me talk about the children of the Middle East, for they are our future. It is so important that our educational institutions that teach our children should be violent-free and hate-free. The key to true lasting peace in the Middle East is the education of the next generation of Israelis and Palestinian leaders. Now let them explain why they say talking like this instead is good. It says there is no reason whatsoever why Palestinian children sitting in school today should still be exposed to the same vicious indoctrination against those people. And hold on, I gotta go to the next slide. It says we just brief. I'm trying to find the section, but pretty much what they're saying is in this here section is that if you utilize talking points like this, then you can appear to be more empathetic. Mm-hmm. That you can appear to be sympathetic. You see, so these are people that are scripting themselves to sound like they have empathy. These are people that are apathetic. And really, it's just cruel, because how can you justify war? You can't. It's a disgusting thing. Right. It's a disgusting thing. There's no justification in it. It's ugly. And so to use manipulation tactics to try to justify it and to try to clean your hands and make it seem like you have done nothing wrong and that you are just there for the babies, all the children are the future. They shouldn't learn about hate. Right. I mean, this here is amazing stuff that you are getting to see right now that they utilize to continue to not only program themselves how to look more human to you, but also we just seen that they are manipulating all of the media, right, in order to get you to believe a certain thing, to get you to react a certain way, to get you to take all of your information, right? And what does that do? Remember I told you about the MK Ultra thing, right? That a lot of Americans are already under levels of MK Ultra. Well, let's take a look. Because a lot of this stuff that's been taking place, for some reason, the children of Israel, the Shemitic people, have been at the blunt end of attacks. And the question is, why? We ain't got nothing to do with what's going on in the Middle East. We have nothing to do with that. But yet we're the greatest threat. What's going on? People are being programmed to believe that we somehow are the threat. Let me prove it to you, okay? Remember, you saw in Chicago, the brothers just randomly got attacked. But check this out. This happened literally the very next day. This right here happened.
Liz has now been arrested after police say she crashed her car into a building thinking it was a Jewish school. Police say the woman told them that she did it on purpose after seeing an Israel school sign on the door. She also reportedly made references to, quote, her people back in Palestine. Now, according to the Anti-Defamation League, the building actually houses an extremist organization that is designated as a hate group by the Southern Poverty Law Center.
And I just want to say that how can a hate group try to designate somebody else as a hate group? I'm just so confused about that. This has been a hate group for years. And as we can see, we have the evidence. We just got finished showing all of the evidence that this here hate group that spies on people are calling other people a hate group. And this here woman, this Palestinian woman, listen to what she did.
A woman in Indianapolis has now been arrested after police say she crashed her car into a building thinking it was a Jewish school.
She crashed her car into a building thinking that it was a Jewish school. A Palestinian woman did this. And you know what building it was? It was the brothers from ISUPK. It was their building. She crashed her car into their building. And what did she say? She did it on purpose. She did it on purpose. And so what you all need to understand and know that if their goal is to come and get you, ain't nothing you could do to stop that. There's nothing you could do to stop that. You understand? As long as you're operating in their system.
No doubt about it.
As long as you are operating in their system, as long as you are on their platforms, as long as you are buying into the whole thing, right? There's no complaining you could do. So either this is just entertainment, or you are recognizing that something needs to be done. And that something needs to be done. You need to get with your nation. Brothers, I say it over and over again. I need to see you on the Brotherhood in the Lion's Den. I need to see you there, brothers. Sisters, we need to see you in the Sisterhood, the Almighty's House of Ibria. We need to see you there. At this point, there's no excuse. The information has been made public to you. You should not be thinking to yourself, man, I don't know what to do. I don't really understand this, that, and the other. No, you understand. You understand. You just got to understand this, that folding of hands and just plain out being lazy, that's a sin. That's a sin. So go to Yawitazah.us. Like I said, you can go to the Brotherhood or you can go to the Sisterhood. It's literally right here on the site. You can go right here. You can RSVP for the meetings on Thursdays. That's tomorrow, brothers. You can go right here. You can RSVP for the Sisterhood. That's tomorrow, sisters. There's no excuse. Do you see that they have many meetings with each other about you? Look at all the meetings. Look at all those people that was meeting about you, having whole conferences about you. And we can't get you to come and sit with us,
right,
for our own best interest. So I want to go ahead and wrap myself up here. I'm gonna land that plane here, but I want to finish talking this out with Brother Bree for a few minutes. Thank y'all for tapping in, family. This has been an awesome broadcast, an awesome stream. I pray that you share it. I pray that you like. If for the 100 people that's in here right now, please, I know you didn't get a chance to watch the whole entire stream, some of you, but go back and watch it and give it a like. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Brother Bree, this right here, this was one of them streams that had to be done.
Yes, sir.
Had to be done.
Those 40 leaders that are bought and paid for, you can see them clear as day if you're paying attention, because anybody who's not participating in the building of their nation, they're more than likely bought and paid for, even if they don't know they're bought and paid for. And what I mean by that is they've made a lot of people comfortable living in captivity. And people, they love this. They love the mirage that is Babylon. They think as long as they got a meal in their belly and a roof over their head, don't matter where it's coming from. Yeah. Those people as well bought and paid for. So although on a high level of different agencies, they're buying and paying for certain, individual leaders, there's a lot of people that you can look at on social media and they're bought and paid for. Why? Because they chose a YouTube check over building with their nation. And you can have both. You can have both, but you got some people afraid, literally afraid to build with their nation. That's just how it is. They put a fear mechanism in place, because you would honestly think, well, what we're doing, going to Liberia, having access to 4,000 acres of land, you would think we'd be getting calls from Farrakhan, and I don't mean to call names, but you would think Umar be hitting us up. You would think that the entire conscious Black community will be banging down the doors, but it don't work like that, because these people are under this delusion of this system, and they're happy where they at. They just tickle people's ears. That's all it is to it. Who's not bought and paid for, because the people who don't have the most resources. This is how the Most High works. He don't use people who great in number or people who are highly prestigious. That's not how the Most High works. He uses people that are dedicated to him and are willing to do what is necessary.
He used David.
He used David. The Messiah himself came from a lowly part of town.
That's right.
So the bottom line is we gotta be those collective few. And I'm talking about everybody watching. Because people will hear this stuff and they be like, man, those brothers are right. Those brothers are powerful. But they would sit back and not understand that you are the shepherds. You are the future priests. You are the prophets. You are the ones who are going to reserve a fate for your youth and your offspring and have something for them. The Bible says a righteous man leave an inheritance for his children's children. So all of this talk of righteousness and Kwame Yasharala, we got the Fringes, we got Demetrius, we got all of those things going. Righteous man leaving inheritance for his children's children. It ain't talking about a few dollars that's plummeting down the toilet. We ain't talking about that. An inheritance is land, a home, things that you can call yours. They have inheritances in their nations. So what I'm trying to say to quantify everything is, ladies and gentlemen, we got to start putting our footprint down. This stuff ain't no joke. Last night we had Ronald Dalton Jr. on the broadcast, and I had trouble sleeping last night after seeing the type of targeting the brother went through just for bringing out the truth. And I think everybody who was watching, it was 700 plus people in there. They should have felt the same way. They should have felt exactly how I felt, even though I'm, brothers like Yawitazah and myself are on the front line. Like the brother said, if they could do that to Ye, if they could do that to Dalton, they can do that to any of us. The bottom line is you should be uncomfortable with that. And all of those people who was watching should have been like, yo, we got to figure out a way to get our own lines. Even the people who's watching on Patreon. Here's a little secret. I'm going to drop this jewel on y'all. Y'all are able to download the video on Patreon. So if you're watching it on Patreon, there is a link. You can download the stream we did last night and do with it what you may do. Meaning get it out there, get the word out there. We should be seeing shorts and different things popping up all over the place because it was 700 people watching. That's
why
don't
we see that? Why don't we see that?
Because people believe they're supposed to be sit here and be entertained and rock to sleep. I'm not here to entertain you. Even if you find me entertaining for some reason, that's not my purpose. I'm literally trying to get you to be active. Because let's say, oh man, Bree had to take that joint down, man. They got him. All 700 people should have been like, yo, let's find out how we can get this out here. Even if it's on their platforms, but that's what's in your reach of power to do. All right, I can make some shorts. Oh man, I can download it off here. I can upload it here. Upload until they just keep removing it so much they can't remove it. That's the type of action we need. Even, those are the type of people I want rocking with me, because it doesn't make no sense to have, let me see, make sure my mic is all right. It doesn't make no sense to have all of these subscribers and quote unquote followers if these people are not interested in their own interests, if they're not supporting their own interests and they really don't have a genuine love for their nation. None of that stuff matters. None of it matters. We gotta be action oriented. This is the time where the status quo is action. The day of your Sonetta TVs going back and forth, debating, the day of the religious argument, those days are over, y'all. We know the truth now. There's no denying the truth. They know and we know. What are we going to do? The status quo moving forward is action. There's a lot of people that's viewing this chat right here, viewing this stream, that I'm going to see you face to face one day. Believe it or not, even though myself and Elder Yawitazah, I spend a lot of time online, we're more so personable with people face to face. We also don't even want to be online all the time. We have to do this because this is the work. Brothers rather see you face to face. So that's the type of mind frame that you got to get. They're shut. Yeah. Hey, listen, it's going to come a time where this internet stuff ain't going to be no more in existence, or at least a lot of these platforms. But
yeah, I mean, I want to close out with this. Sometimes I know when people hear things, you literally got to show them step by step. It's really important for us to pay attention and read. Okay, family, don't you as you can see, these people not being lazy when it comes down to attacking you. You shouldn't be lazy when it comes down to safeguarding yourself. Mm-hmm. Everything brother Bree just said, we're not here to just tickle your ears. We're here to actually help you, family. And because our eyes have been open, and we're just like, we got to show the people this. Okay. So, when it comes down to you all sharing this information, there's no reason for you not. Why are you all not sharing this information? I just want to know if anybody can just come on and just explain that. You know what I'm saying? Put it in the chat. Just explain. If you have never shared any of New Breed's content, if you have never shared any information from Yawitazah.us, from the brotherhood, from the sisterhood, the question is why? Why? Is it that you're not into doing that, or is it that this information is not important enough? You got better things to do. I mean, I just don't understand. Like, this is what you should be sharing. We have created a Hebrew Planet broadcast network, and it is on WhatsApp. I can't wait to get away from us WhatsApp, but this is what the people use. The people want to use WhatsApp. I would rather you go to the website. I would rather you go to newbreed.love. I would rather you go here to get the information. But unfortunately, we got to use what people understand and what they know how to use. So if you go here, we're going to put content in there so that you can have things to share. It's already going to be turned into a reel. It's already going to be turned into a post. All you would need to do is just download it and post it. Now, I want to close out with this here scripture for all of the people that want to proclaim that all we need to do is just wait on the Almighty Yah. We don't have to actually do anything. That all we need to do is just sit back and just wait. And there's nothing in our power that we could do. If you are saying anything like that, you are under mind control. I just want you to know that. I know that you don't want to believe that, but you have a condition called Stockholm syndrome that made you believe that there's nothing that you could do and that you just have to sit back and wait while somebody is attacking you. To just wait on the Most High. That you just have to sit back and wait when somebody is poisoning you. That you just sit back and wait on the Most High. That you just sit back and wait if somebody is trying to rape you. You understand? I mean, maybe I shouldn't use that term, but these are the different things that you should just sit back and wait. Somebody's punching you in the face over and over and over again, and you should just sit back and wait on the Most High. And literally, the Most High gave you a way out. He gave us 100 plus acres of land in North Carolina and over 400,000 acres of land. But no, we just going to wait on the Most High. That's lazy and completely brainwashed thinking. So let's read this here. It says Jeremiah 29. Don't forget this here scripture. Jeremiah 29. Keep it locked in, family. Keep it locked in. KJV. In verse 1, it says, now these are the words of the letter that Jeremiah the prophet sent from Jerusalem into the residue of the elders which were carried away captives. Right? These are the ones that were carried away captives, and to the priest and to the prophets and to all the people whom Nebuchadnezzar had carried away captive from Jerusalem to where? To Babylon. Okay, so this here is an incident that happened in the Bible. And it has happened again because we are in modern day Babylon right now. Who is in modern day Babylon? The children of Israel have been carried away. The elders, the priests, the prophets, all of the people, right? Where are we at now? Okay, it says at verse 4, it says, thus saith the Almighty Yah of hosts, the God of Israel, unto that all carried away captives whom I have caused to be carried away from Jerusalem into Babylon. So who caused you to be carried away? The Almighty Yah has caused you to be carried away. Why? Because you rathered oppression. Our ancestors rathered oppression. How do we know this? Because they went to the oppressors, the people that hated them, and they started to want to live amongst those people, wanted to be a part of their culture, wanted to be on their platforms, wanted to sing their music, wanted to watch their entertainment, wanted to just be a part of them so bad that they was even willing to serve their gods. Do you see, family, that when you do this, that the Most High is not looking at you and saying, I'm going to look the other way. He's not thinking that's a light matter. He's looking at you like, what kind of fool are you to go to your enemy? So therefore, I will cause you to be carried away from Jerusalem into Babylon, as it says in verse 4. In verse 5, he says, this is what you need to do. Build ye houses and dwell in them, and plant gardens and eat the fruit of them. Take ye wives and beget sons and daughters, and take wives for your sons, and give your daughters to husbands, that ye may bear sons and daughters, that ye may be increased there, and what? And not diminished. Do you see what the Almighty Yah telling us to do? Have you done that? Have our ancestors been doing that? Are any of these leaders telling you to do that? What are they telling you to do? Oh, just wait on God. That's all you got to do. Just believe on the blood of Christ, and that's all you got to do, and you're just fine. No, the Almighty Yah is telling you to actively free yourself up. Build your own house. Dwell in your house. Plant gardens. Is this not coming out of your Almighty Yah's mouth, or am I just saying this? Because I know somebody out there would want to say, "Oh no, brother, you taking that out of context. You need that. That's don't apply to us." No, we have been taken into captivity. What are you supposed to do in captivity? Plant gardens. Anybody here planting gardens? No. You know why? Because you're too busy doing the bidding of the devil. That's why. You're clocking in for the devil. You're signing contracts with the devil. You are getting yourself ready to get what Newbury just talked about earlier, getting chipped. You know why? Because you refuse to step away from this here system and start focusing on your own nation. We don't mind our own business at all, do we? We don't plant our own gardens. We don't build our own houses, right? And then here, this here verse 6, he says, take ye wives. That you don't prioritize marriage. Right? He says, begot sons and daughters, and take wives for your sons. Do you see our men of Israel making sure that they son have a righteous wife for him? No, they just sitting back and letting their son just have whatever.
They done froze the brother. Man, he preaching.
You got to open your eyes and realize that you have to be active. You must be present, men of Israel. You must be. Otherwise, you are worse than they say a man that doesn't take care of his house is worse than a what?
Infidel.
Infidel, a non-believer. Okay. It goes on to say, and give your daughters to husbands. Don't just let your daughter go out here and just be a whore. Don't wait till she turned 12 and 13 and now you wondering why she out on this running away from home trying to be a whore. You didn't actively do anything to try to make sure that she could properly be courted. That's why our homes are destroyed. And do all of this. Why? See, the Most High said that they may be increased there and not diminished. Right? That's why you do it. This is why we telling you to do these things. We're not just making this up so that we could be benefiting in some way. If we wanted to, myself, Bree, a bunch of brothers, we could just go build a house over there right now on the land and don't say nothing to nobody and be over there chilling. You understand? But no, we on the front lines trying to make sure that all of you could be there too. Okay. Verse 7, it says, and seek the peace of the city whither I have caused you to be carried away, and pray unto the Almighty Yah for it. For in the peace thereof shall ye have peace. You want to know why the Most High is saying this? I'm going to explain this to you. You see, if America decides to go into a big all-out brawl and war, you're the one that's going to get the blunt end of that because you have zero defense.
Yep.
So the Most High is telling you, pray for this nation and pray that it don't happen. Pray that it don't happen. Okay? Because he wants you to be increased and not diminished. So with that being said, family, I pray that you all step up to the plate, especially the men of Israel. Step up to the plate and let's get to work. Anybody that has any level of technical skills, you know how to do coding, you know how to do computer programming, we need you to join us in the brotherhood and the sisterhood. There's platforms that we need to get built for the people. You got them. You got graphic design skills, videography skills. We need you because we need to get the information out to the people. Okay. You have skills in fundraising. You got nonprofit skills, or you was in a nonprofit, you was helping doing fundraising. We need you. Okay. You're good with customer service. We need you. We need some tech people, not just everybody that's coming with hammers and they know how to build. We need them brothers too. But guess what? We can't even put them to work if we don't do the necessary work of boosting awareness. Okay. And everybody that understands technology, do you see what Dexter and them was doing? That's the kind of work that we need to be doing over here. So with that, I'm gonna yield there. Elder Bree, do you have any last final words?
Oh no, man. This was, first of all, brother, this was a powerful stream. Very insightful.
Praise be Yah.
Hey, for the record, this brother right here, when you come to New Breed Green Light News, in case you're joining in the overflow, this brother right here is the host over here. So get used to it. He's bringing out some real powerful stuff, and it's just an honor to finally have another brother on these YouTube streets, as we call it. But no, man, I'm pretty much said what I needed to say. I hope to see action from the people watching. Even brothers and sisters within this chat, share this content, share it everywhere, crop it out. Anytime you're watching over here, you can see he's putting in great work, investigative journalist work. Listen, share this content. Anytime you enjoying the content, y'all coming back watching the brother, share it everywhere. We got to get used to hitting that share button as well until we can get our own platform up and running. And be willing to support the work, y'all. But that's what it is. I yield on that one. Thank you, brother, for having me on.
Hallelujah. Thank you for contributing your whole entire platform to nation building, brother. You really a real one. I don't know any other YouTubers that's focusing on the work that you're doing outside of maybe Pastor Dow. But you know, it's just an honor to be able to work with a brother like yourself that gets the point, gets the big picture, and as you could be utilizing your platform to just keep making cash apps and Patreons and making a bunch of money. But no, you putting it towards actual work for the people. That's the kind of YouTuber that I would want to support. And I pray that that's the kind of YouTuber that everybody else here want to support. If they not talking about what we over here talking about, I really don't know what's going on. So with that being said, family, we're going to say peace, shalom, have a blessed rest of your day.
Peace.